I'm Emma, I'm the Cornish artisan. I handcraft organic loose leaf herbal teas and natural skincare, but I'm also a wellbeing practitioner. So I thought it would be rather lovely today to share a meditation. I think it's becoming more and more important in today's lifestyle to find that space for yourself, for our mental health and our well-being. It's really vital to allow yourself that space throughout the day, just to be, not to be anything in particular, and to allow yourself to be you. We have so many demands that we put on ourselves and that society puts on us throughout a day. The stresses of work and finances, how we feel about ourselves. We put so much pressure on ourselves and expectations on ourselves to be the person that we believe that we should be. So we're constantly trying to achieve a goal that is really an illusion. It's not real. We can only be who we are. And I think that in today's society, we're just constantly striving to earn enough money to live the lifestyle that we believe that we should be living. And it's all on social media. There's so many ideals of how we should be. So I have found that meditation has been a huge help to me, at just allowing me to just connect to myself, connect to my breath, and giving me that space and that understanding of who I am and what is really important to me in my life. So I began my self-care rituals when I became a mother. So I first became a mother to Becca, my eldest, 10 years ago. But I didn't really find that particularly challenging. It was just, I found it really, really easy, really lovely, beautiful, beautiful time. It was only until I became a mother of twin boys, when Becca was 2.5, that I became so aware that I needed to have that space, because my life was just so busy, beautifully busy. It's the most amazing experience to have 3 little babies, but also very challenging. And I knew that it was really important to my health and well-being to find that space for myself, in amongst everything that you have to do as a mother. So it's finding simple, mindful ways of self-care, which is where my herbal teas and my balms came in. So these are things that you would normally do. You would normally make yourself a cup of tea, you would normally cleanse your skin, but instead I became really mindful that this is the moment that I've got. This is the only moment I've got, the present moment, and just really enjoying and being fully present whilst I cleanse my skin. So really inhaling those aromas, taking a nice deep breath and feeling how my body feels when I smell the essential oils in the balm, and also gently massaging my skin and really feeling my hands touching and massaging my own face, and how beautiful and luxurious that felt, and really nurturing. And that really took only 2 to 5 minutes. It could be less than that, so it wasn't a lot of time. And then with my herbal teas as well throughout the day, just taking a deep breath and breathing in the aromas of the herbs, and just allowing those herbs to really support me throughout the day. Excuse me. So my herbal teas and my skincare became my self-care ritual, my little bit of space and time for myself, my me time. So I thought it'd be really nice to share with you a meditation that just allows us to connect to ourselves and allows us our space to connect to ourselves and our breath. I've got my herbal tea. I think it's important that you make this into a lovely ritual. So I've made my herbal tea up in my flask here, just so that by the end of my meditation, I've got a lovely restorative tea, or whichever tea you choose to drink. I've got 4 teas in my range: Super Soothe, Restorative, Fortifying and Super Spice. So really connect to how you're feeling, which you'll be able to do that through the meditation, and then feel which tea is would be most beneficial to you right now. Which tea are you most drawn to? So this meditation is only going to be a short meditation because I want it to be a supportive space for you throughout your day that you can implement easily and simply into your daily routine. So make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Sit with either your back supported, or making sure that your back and your shoulders are straight, so that you've got a nice straight spine. So when you breathe, your oxygen can move through your body easily, and your energy in your body can move freely. So get yourself nice and comfortable, and I like to place my hand on my heart area, on my centre of my chest. My solar plexus area is around here, so my centre point here, and so that I'm connecting to myself and just taking some nice slow deep breaths. So we're breathing into our tummy, so nice slow breaths into the tummy. And we're breathing in with a sense of soothing, calming and healing energy. And as you breathe out, just allowing your body to release and relax. So being aware of any tension you may be holding in your body, and just allowing your shoulders to drop, allowing the tension, maybe if you're feeling tension in your tummy, allowing that to soften. So with each out breath, you're releasing and relaxing. Letting go, letting your body go. And this is something that can be practiced throughout the day, the way that we breathe. Just becoming aware of our breath and how we breathe can really transform how we feel and how we live. So being aware of our breath helps us to become present. It helps us to become aware of how we're feeling in the moment. So it brings us straight back to the moment. Whenever we begin to focus on our breath, we are then transported straight into the moment. Okay, so it's a really good way of practicing breathing. So we're just going to sit and observe our bodies and observe how we're feeling. Now, there might be tension, you might be feeling a little upset or anxious, We may be feeling happy, joyful, whatever we're feeling, just observing that. So you're becoming the onlooker, the observer of yourself. You're not judging yourself. You're being really gentle, kind and compassionate towards yourself. Just observing how we're feeling in this moment. Continuing to take some nice, slow, deep breaths. And just affirming to yourself that this is your time, space for you to just be. No one's expecting anything from you. No one's demanding anything from you. No one's needing anything from you. It's just a space for you to connect to your breath and just be. Nothing else matters. You're in this moment, this present moment. You can really experience how you're feeling. You can hear the birds singing outside. You can connect to your body. And you know what? However you're feeling, it's okay. So if you are feeling anxious, just affirm to yourself it is okay to feel that way. Just being aware of the tightness that you may be experiencing in your chest. Your heartbeat might be fast. It's just observing yourself in this space and that it's okay. And that all of these feelings that we can experience throughout a day, they're temporary. They never last continuously throughout the day. So we're in this moment and we're focusing on this moment. And you're here. And anxiety is all about fear. Fear that is the energy of fear which is stuck up in this area that makes us feel sort of tight and constricted and scared. So breathing deeply, bringing your breath down into your center, into your tummy, holding your chest to give you that security, that safety and support, that reassurance. And just feeling your bottom, if you're sitting on the floor or on a chair, just feeling it rooted to the floor. You know, imagining those roots coming out from your bottom or your feet, if your feet are flat on the floor. Imagining tree roots coming out of those and just securing you to the earth. So giving you that strong foundation, that strength and support that a tree offers. So once we become aware of how we're feeling throughout the day, we can help support ourselves in healing whatever it is that needs to be healed. But just having that awareness of how we're feeling. Just breathing slowly and deeply for a few minutes a day can really make a difference to how you feel. The oxygen and the nutrients are whizzing into our bodies through our breath. So we function more efficiently. Our brains function more efficiently. Our bodies function more efficiently when we're breathing in enough oxygen to function efficiently. Most of us throughout the day breathe really rapidly and shallowly. So just do that as a little experiment for yourself. Take time out through the day to just breathe. If you're standing in a queue at the post office or in Tesco's or whatever, you haven't got anything else to do. You might as well connect to your breath and just experience how you feel when you just take that moment to take some deep breaths. It really does calm you down, it slows you down, it helps you to become present. And when we're present, we're grounded and we are much more balanced and much more able and equipped to deal with the stresses of life. And the more that this becomes our practice, the more often that we find ourselves in queues or in the car and we're just breathing and really connecting to ourselves, our body and our breath, then when we are faced with a stressful experience, whether that's with another person or an exam or a phone call that you're worried about, then if we use these techniques of just breathing deeply with our feet on the floor and visualizing those roots, breathing deeply into our tummies first, it really does give us that strength and stability that helps us through those difficult times. So it's about slowing down the pace of life and bringing yourself into the present moment. Now, this does take practice, but it's the little practices often, that you will find that it will then become a natural, habitual way of living. Just like anything, we practice how to speak negatively to ourselves. We're really good at that. It's just exactly the same. We can practice speaking positively to ourselves until it becomes our natural way of being. And likewise, we can practice breathing fully and deeply and calmly, and that also becomes our natural way of living. So when we connect to our breath, connect to how we are feeling right in this moment, we're truly honouring ourselves in all totality. Because we don't always feel happy and joyful every day. Some of us struggle with anxiety and depression and stress, but it's learning to cope with these things, stress, anxiety, depression, in a really positive way, in the best way that we can. And our breath is something that we've got it on tap. We don't need a therapist, we don't need to pay out for it. It's just utilising what we already have. so that it supports us in the best way that it can. That's our breath. Let's not take that for granted. It's a really amazing well-being tool. So just wrapping up here with a couple of breaths, and just honouring ourselves. I'm really, really grateful for myself, my health, my body, the breath that I take every day. I'm alive. I'm grateful for this moment, and to be able to share this with all of you. Just honouring who we are, acknowledging who we are and where we are right now in this moment, and that it's okay, however we feel, it's okay to feel that way. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that has been helpful. If you would like me to do a regular meditation, like a weekly group meditation online, then please do message me. It would be an absolute delight to do that. So I hope that you're all going to have your herbal tea now, as I'm going to, and finish off your relaxing me time. Thank you for watching. If you want to, if you're interested in any of my products, my herbal teas and balm, please go to